Welcome back, everyone. We were doing the chapter The Devoted Friend, which is a short story written by Oscar Wilde. In the last video lesson, we did what is the plot and theme of the story. We read about the two characters. One is Hans, other one is the miller. We also got to know about the traits of their character, the features of their character. Hans was a kind and honest man. He was an innocent man. On the other hand, Miller portrayed himself to be a devoted friend, but that is an irony in the story. He's not a devoted friend, he's not a loyal and supportive friend. He was a selfish one. He used to visit his garden, Hans' garden, to pluck those beautiful fresh flowers and to take with him those fresh fruits. He never gave him anything in return. In spite of being so rich, he never gave him anything. Hans was a milch cow for Miller. Now, it was winter season, the last stanza that we did on page number 44. In that last stanza, we read that it was winter season, and in winter season, Miller never came to see him. Why? Because in winters, the garden gets covered up with snow. Hans did not have any flower or any fruit in his garden. He was starving. He was very hungry. He did not have any food. He did not have any money to buy food. And thus, Miller also does not visit him. Why? Because he could not take anything with him. There was nothing he could take from his garden. And what does he say? He says, "There is no good seeing little Hans now, for when people are in trouble, they should be left alone." That is my idea about friendship. Do you think his idea about friendship is correct? He says in friendship, if people are in trouble, then you should leave your friends alone. If your friend is in trouble, if your friend is in a problem, then leave them alone. I shall pay him a visit in spring. Why do you think he will go in spring season? Because he can take away all those flowers from him. He will be able to give me a large basket of primroses that will make him happy. I'm going to visit him in spring season, and I will take my basket where he will fill up my basket with those beautiful primroses. Primroses are roses, those are flowers which are of light yellow color. If you Google primroses, you will find the image. And that will make him happy. He says, when Hans will give me those primroses, those beautiful flowers from his garden, he will become happy. Do you think this was correct? His thinking was right? No. You are certainly very thoughtful about others. Who said this line? His wife. Miller's wife says that you are surely very thoughtful about others. You think about others a lot. This is again irony. This is what is the actual meaning? That he is selfish. His wife says that you are very thoughtful about others, but we as readers know that he is not thoughtful about others. He does not think about his friends at all. What is his viewpoint? That we should leave them when they are in trouble. As you can see this box, these are the examples of irony. The miller was neither devoted to Hans nor was he thoughtful of others. He was not a devoted friend to Hans. He was not a loyal and caring friend. And he did not think about others. He thought of leaving them alone if they are in trouble. He only visited Hans for his own selfish interest. He was visiting that person, that poor peasant, for his own selfish interests because he wanted those good flowers from him. And his wife said this line while she was sitting in a comfortable armchair. So while Miller and his wife were sitting in the comfort of their house, they were talking, they were sharing their viewpoints on other people. But could we not invite Hans here? Said the miller's youngest son. Since children do not know any selfishness, they are pure souls like you all are, right? So the youngest son, he said, but could we not invite Hans here? If he is in problem, if he is in trouble, then we should invite Hans here. If we cannot go and visit him, let us invite him at our home. If he came here, son, and saw our warm fire and good supper, he might get envious. He says this about Hans. He says that if I call him here and if he looks at all the things which we possess, things which we have, warm fire and a good great dinner, then he will get jealous of all those things. Envious, as the meaning is given in your book also, envious is wanting something that someone has. So he will also want all those things and he will not be able to buy all those things. Envy is the most terrible thing and leads people to temptation. He says if you become jealous of somebody, if you are envy of somebody, then you really want something that other people have. I don't want that. I don't want him to become jealous. And then what was the second reason? He might ask for some flour on credit. Credit means udhar pe lena. So he says that what if he asked for some flour and that I could not give? Here this line also reflects how selfish he is. He goes to his garden and takes away all those flowers. Yes, and does he give anything in return? No. So those flowers are also on credit. Here, when he says that if Hans comes to our house, he can ask for flour on credit and I will not be able to give him that. Flour is one thing, friendship is another. He says, I do not give my friends anything on credit. If he pays it, then only I will give. This is not a good character of a friend, right? I will not allow Hans' nature to be spoiled. And he takes the credit for credit. He says that I don't want him to spoil his nature. I don't want him to get jealous. Thus, I am not going to call him at our house. I am his best friend. Again, irony. He was not his best friend. I am his best friend and will always watch over him. That means I will always keep looking that he has all the good habits. He does not have any bad habit. Do you think he was a good man? No. Okay, let's continue. When the primroses began to open after winter, the miller decided to see Hans. Now again, since winter had passed by and roses started blossoming in the garden, Miller again decided to visit Hans. He went down to hill with a basket on his arm. So he goes down the hill and he had this basket, as you can see in the picture here. He had this big basket in his hand. Good morning, Hans. How have you been all winter? Said the miller. And he says, good morning. He wishes him good morning. I had rather a hard time, but now that spring has come, I am happy. Who says this? Hans. Please keep writing it down. So Hans says that winters were not easy for me, but now spring season has come and now I can work in my garden, so I am really happy. We often talked of you during the winter, Hans, said the miller. And he says it with a lot of pride. He says that we were talking about you during winters. He was only talking about him. Had he been a good friend for Hans, he should have visited him. He would have visited him. But since he was a selfish person, he just talked about Hans. He just talked about his problems. I was afraid you had forgotten me. Who says this? Hans. He was an innocent man. He was a gullible innocent man and he says, I thought you had forgotten me. He was happy to see Miller. Friendship never forgets, said the miller. Now, how lovely your primroses are looking. And his eyes were all on primroses. He says that, see how lovely your roses are looking, how lovely your flowers are looking. Indeed, he says, certainly, yes, sure. I'm going to sell them and buy back my wheelbarrow with my money. And he says that I am going to sell all these flowers in the market and then I'm going to use that money to purchase the wheelbarrow with that money. What is a wheelbarrow? It is an open cart with a wheel and handles which is used on a farm or a garden to carry things. If you Google this, you will be able to understand what is a wheelbarrow. It is a small cart which you must have seen gardeners using. Okay. So he says that I will buy back. Buy back means when you have sold something and then you are buying that same thing again. दोबारा से उस चीज को खरीद लेना. So that is buy back. Did you sell it? What a very foolish thing to do. Who is saying this? Miller. Miller says that, did you sell your wheelbarrow? What a foolish thing to do. Why did you sell it? Well, I had to. This winter I had no money to buy bread. That means to buy food. I had no money this winter. I first sold the silver buttons on my Sunday coat, then my silver chain, and at last my wheelbarrow. But I'm going to buy them all back again now. He was excited. Even after going through such harsh situation in winter season and observing that Miller did not visit him even once, in spite of being a rich man, he did not help him during winters, he did not complain. Hans did not complain at all. And he says that since I had no money, I sold my things. And what things? His silver buttons, which were there on his Sunday coat, his special coat, and then silver chain, and at last the wheelbarrow, which was required for his gardening, an important instrument for the gardening. I'm going to buy them all back again now. And he was determined that with his hard work, he's going to purchase them all again. Hans, said the miller, I will give you my wheelbarrow, even though its one side is gone and the wheel spokes are uneven. And Miller says that, don't you worry. I will give you my wheelbarrow. I have one wheelbarrow. I will give it to you. His kindness has been aroused. I will give you my wheelbarrow. Its one side is gone. That means it is damaged. Wheel spokes are uneven. So while he's talking about giving the wheelbarrow, he's telling Hans that it is a broken one. It is a damaged one. That is because I think that generosity is the essence of friendship. And he says, I would like to give you this because I have this idea about friendship. I think, according to my good noble thoughts, kindness is the most important part of friendship. Kindness is the most important quality of friendship. Generosity means kindness. Besides, I have a new wheelbarrow for myself. Well, I can repair it with a plank of wood I have in the house, said Hans. Miller keeps the new wheelbarrow for himself and gives the damaged one to Hans. And Hans accepts it with a lot of happiness. He does not complain even there. He says, well, I can repair it. Doesn't matter. If it is broken, you can just give it to me. I will repair it with the plank of wood. What is this plank of wood? The flat piece of wood is plank of wood I have in the house, and I will repair it with that. Clear? So, Hans is not complaining about any situation. He is facing adversities, but he is not complaining about them. On the other hand, Miller is just there to take his advantage. He has promised to give his broken wheelbarrow, his damaged wheelbarrow to Hans, and still Hans is thankful to Miller for promising to give the wheelbarrow. He has not yet given him, he is just promising him that he is going to give Hans his wheelbarrow. Understood till here? Okay. I will continue with the next page in the next video lesson. Till then, watch the first part 1 as well as this part again, so that you are able to understand the story till now. Also, try to answer this question in the comment box, and I'll see whose answer is correct. Alright? We'll meet in the next video lesson.